So when James was a little boy, he was quite naughty, quite a mischievous little thing. He was always just full of this kind of extraordinary character. He wasn't like anyone else I've ever met.
He was a brilliant guy. You never hear anyone say a bad word about him. He was very outgoing, he was funny.
He was good looking, athletic, skillful, had literally the world at his feet.
He was kind of life and soul of the party, which was why his death was so bizarre.
When James died, obviously, it ripped through our family. It took us completely off guard. None of us saw it coming.
We didn't suspect that James had any issues.
It was the darkest moment of my life, but I don't remember James in that way. All of the memories that I have of James are of us growing up. It doesn't feel like it was 10 years since he died. It feels like it was yesterday.
After James died, we suddenly became very aware that suicide is in fact the biggest killer of young men in this country, and indeed in many countries.
It's a massive problem, and I, like many others, had no idea.
Clare and I agreed that it would make sense to try and do something in his memory. Not least of all, if he could save one life, then his life wouldn't be completely and utterly wasted.
Right after Mum and Dad started the charity, I started thinking to myself, how am I going to support the work that they are doing? And in my opinion, it was always going to be doing something along the lines of the Row, something that was physically challenging and something that was a real adventure. And the reason being is that, you know, James would have been the first man to stick his hand up for doing the Row.
James would say to Harry, where's my cabin?
He was always up for a challenge himself, so this would appeal to him beyond anything I can think of.
I first put the idea to Rory.
He asked me whether I wanted to be a part, and when he said that he wanted to do something for James especially, and for Clare and Nick, he could have honestly said anything in the world, and I would have said yes.
Then we got in touch with Toby, and he jumped at it.
To take on a challenge like this, and to do it with these three guys, it's gonna be absolutely incredible.
And then and Sam as well.
4 great friends doing it for a great cause.
And there was never a moment's hesitation from any of them.
The message that we're trying to get across is that people care a lot more than you think they do. There's always somebody to talk to, there's always a conversation to be had. It's just realising that you're able to have it.
Since we started the campaign, I've been completely overwhelmed by the amount of people that we seem to have already affected. If you know that you have already made a difference, it gives you that motivation and spurs you on.
Being able to go on the donations, see which friends have donated, and people far and wide, you never expect it. It always reminds you why we're doing it, and that's for the charity.
What they are doing is absolutely incredible. It's a feat that I would never wish to take on myself. James would be incredibly proud of his brother doing this and his friends.
I'm hugely proud of all 4 of them for what they're doing. The commitment is so personal, and it's just so supportive of Harry and of our charity that I cannot ever thank them enough.
James's life was cut far too short.